that he
that's
he
probably
wrote.
a set piece from a movie or something.
Yeah, that's why it was so shitty.
Yeah, the videos are always fucking shitty ass quality. All that damn, all that damn money.
I mean, his fucking his acting and
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
was
yeah,
shitty.
yeah.
He probably had a teleprompter with the money that we got a teleprompter telling him what to read and shit, the signs. But
And then he kept telling his sons to cut him and shit. You know,
Yeah.
they're supposed to still be under you. They're supposed to be your servants. You telling your servants to cut you and shit, man. Dude's a wicked ass nigga.
what was that say?
Yeah, I forgot what I was.
You know, and notice none of them did. They didn't bring no scripture out against it. They about the scriptures that he told them to bring out.
That email that he sent to us, he probably typed that shit up 1,000 times.
Yeah, even though he had it saved. You know, he
Yeah.
just cut and pasted it.
No,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
can take a picture of the signs if you want, but
not
don't
us.
take a picture of us. Yeah.
No, hell no.
Yeah, I got the perfect picture that you can take.
Yeah, Sarah Connor. Alright. Just make sure you get both signs.
Yeah, look up Isaiah 14 and 21. Isaiah 14 and 21.
You want to stay a little while?
That's a good scripture. We ain't bringing it out in a while.
Yeah, get Isaiah 14 and 20. Keep that slavery sign out. Got Isaiah 14 and 20. I don't know why they want to take pictures. I don't know if she wants to put it on her Twitter account.
Yeah, everybody Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah.
The only reason why he
Might put it in a newspaper or whatever.
because he saw thinking he made
magazine.
them Twitter and Facebook as just basically FBI database, right?
Oh, this is gonna be
but
weird.
really, the Lord has you set them sites up so we get more exposure, man.
Yeah.
That's exactly this is gonna set off like wildfire, man.
Yeah, she gonna
flourish.
yeah, she gonna hold it, you know, and push share, send it to all her friends. You know.
No, we ain't affiliated with them. They're fucking wicked. All right.
We'll have both sides of the street soon, though.
They
have
go
both
off
sides
on
soon.
a lot of things, all right?
Who y'all?
We come from the elders of GMS. Yeah, we're Israelites. I mean, they generally teach the same thing, but they only teach partial truth. They don't teach you the whole thing, right? I mean,
They don't teach you about America's destruction.
yep.
Okay, America's gonna be destroyed. You know.
Teach about the mark of the beast.
Yep.
Yeah, the mark of the beast is
that's
already
that's one of the main prophecies. Like they're withholding one of the main prophecies that's getting ready to come to pass, and that's the chip, the mark of the beast.
Yeah, honestly,
Y'all
bring
like
out no
non-Masons
sign.
or something?
But no,
Mark of the beast.
we don't come from them. We didn't stem from them. They didn't stem from us.
Our elders are great millstone, right? That's whom we learn from.
Just like
Starting with the elder Tahar all the way down, all right? The elder Gabar, the elder Bakar, the elder Ariam.
Are you
all right,
familiar?
so on and so forth.
Are you familiar with how Jesus had scribes and Pharisees trying to come up against him? Yeah. That's them. They're scribes and Pharisees, right? They're coming up against the real word.
They're in the same spirit.
They're in the same spirit. You know, I mean, it's all in faith. You know, you can listen to us, all right, and take it for what it's worth. You know.
We don't ever hear them as loud as they are on that microphone. We never hear them talking about the destruction of America. Right. You know, and we're supposed to be occupied in prophecy. All right. So that's the main message.
What about what this is?
Yeah.
Everybody always look at that.
Yeah,
That's not the Lord.
You fail to look at this image right here. Why does this image offend you? And this
You got no
image
peripheral
offend
vision or
you?
something, man? That's not the Lord. If you can read, well, according to the scriptures, that he looks more like this.
We know that this is more accurate.
So why you revere that image then?
Because we used to sing it.
All right, then the same thing still goes.
Yeah,
The same.
So why you
Well,
get
the
offended? Why you
scripture.
getting offended?
Get
at
the
it
scripture. Get Revelation 1 and 13.
then? If you're saying that we don't know what he looks like, then why are you getting offended at that image?
The problem is you're used to seeing that image, but you don't know the history and information behind it because you don't do no research. And the church that you go to don't do no research. Okay? All right, well, we got the information right there.
How can you prove that?
7 verse 38.
How can you prove that?
Turn the light up.
That we don't know what the Lord looked like.
Yeah, read that.
St. John chapter 7 verse 38.
Give me 1 and 13. How can you prove that we don't know what the Lord looked like?
He that believeth on me, as the scripture have said.
The scripture says what the Lord looked like. The book of Revelations, the book of Daniel, even the book of Genesis tells you what God looked like. All right? It's not an exact image, but we know what a skin tone looks like. Okay? We know the garment that he wore. We know what spirit he came in.
Got the icons book in there then too.
It's more accurate
We
depiction
ain't
based
saying that
upon the
his
details
nose
of
and
the
his
scripture.
eyes are exactly like that. That's not what we're saying. We're saying this is a drawing based on what the scriptures say. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
An illustration.
We're
More
saying
accurate
it's an exact
depiction.
replica of what the Lord looked like.
That's self-hate.
So y'all know what the Lord is like?
Just listen.
Out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
Out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Okay? The living water is the knowledge of the Bible. Okay? Which none of you have. You don't have the knowledge of the scriptures.
Proverbs chapter 1 verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity?
Yeah, how long will you love simplicity? Okay? But the scripture says, this image of Jesus Christ according to the Bible. Okay? Read that again.
Proverbs 1 and 22. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity?
Let me bring it over here. We never said that we knew when the world was going to end. Alright? But we tell you that it is going to end. Meaning the so-called white man ruling. That's the end of the world. Alright? Not the world being destroyed. Go ahead.
So from the top. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity?
That's the majority of our people. Simple. Because they don't read and they don't know how to take instruction. Alright, go ahead.
And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Fools hate knowledge. It's contained within the scriptures. You got it? It's contained within the scriptures of the description of what the Lord looks like. Alright, now we're going to read. No, we're going to stop right there. We're going to read the scripture.
So y'all
Illuminated. It means to be enlightened. We in the light.
Revelations chapter 1 verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth.
Blessed is he that readeth. This is why we have so many ignorant men and women of our nation, because they don't read. It's very simple. It's not something difficult to understand. And you damn sure don't.
Nobody never saw this.
Nobody.
What scripture is that?
Nobody never saw.
So the disciples didn't see the Lord? The disciples didn't see the Lord?
She just wants some balls.
Because John the Revelator saw the Lord. John the Revelator saw the Lord.
She like one of us, right? She likes one of us, right? She like all of us, more than likely. She want to get a train ran on or something. Go ahead.
Shit, even the satellites up in space line.
She's tired of that building.
This is St. John 14 verse 9. And Yahushua said unto him, have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip?
These Israel, they never knew the Lord at all. Alright? What?
Philip, he that has seen me has seen the Father. And how sayest thou, then show us the Father?
Yeah, so we didn't see the Father. Okay? But we seen Yahushua.
I didn't see the camera bag.
So we know what the description of what the Lord looks
I
like.
was just like put stuff on it.
It's not anything difficult to comprehend or understand. We know it was a dark-skinned man from the tribe of Judah. Okay? Dark-skinned man from the tribe of Judah, and had a garment down to the foot. White woolly hair.
That's something greater.
St. John 20 verse 26. And after 8 days again his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. Then came Yahushua, and the doors being shut, and stood in the midst, and said, Peace be unto you. Then said he to Thomas, Reach hither thy finger, and behold my hands, and reach hither thy hand, and thrust into my side. And be not faithless, but believing. And Thomas answered and said unto him, My Lord and my power. Yahushua said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed.
God, so this is a thing of faith. Alright? It's a thing of faith. And the scriptures prove that the disciples, first of all, how is the Lord going to teach the disciples the scriptures when they ain't never seen it? No, that's just madness. How did the Lord teach the disciples and tell them stuff to do, but they never seen them before?
Being persecuted by
yeah, and then put to death. But they never seen it before. How you get scourged? How is his viciousness more than any man? Yet he was invisible.
I was just gonna say, people try to tell you, oh, well, we didn't see him. We don't know what he looks like today. That's not true. The Lord said that this book bears record of him. So this book bears record of the things he did, description of what he looked like with appropriate tribe. All right, we gotta tell you he's a dark-skinned man for the sake of truth, man, for the sake of identification. So you really get this bullshit out of your head, because like that little demon said, although that's what we're used to seeing. And what's that have to do with anything?
These little ass niggas like talk like fucking.
Because you see something over and over again, that means all of a sudden it has
all
any
that 5 minutes,
worth
guys,
of
5
value.
minutes.
What about doing the research behind it? This is.
Yeah, these little niggas, he like fucking 13.
But I guarantee they'll go on the YouTube and the Google to search them motherfucking cheat codes for the video games, everything else. Though.
You know, what was the hip hop all day?
He talking like he's 25.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's talking like he's hard and shit, you know?
I kicked that motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah.
Slang his damn head.
He talking, well, hey, you know,
I literally stomped that little fucker to nothing. That's what we used to see. That doesn't justify being a dead truth. It's a false image.
That's right. This is 1 John 4:1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of the Most High.
Yeah, we knew they wasn't all the most high. That bitch just wanted to get fucked right by one of us. She ain't getting fucked right. And that little nigga was just.
She started fingering herself.
He had a big fucking rebellious mouth.
He was a monster.
He thought he was in
a monster.
children are oppressors.
He had some type of knowledge, you know?
Yes.
Ain't no shit.
7 years old, and he knows he has more experience than all of us.
It says, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Hereby know ye the Spirit of the Most High.
They were saying that nobody ever even seen the rulers.
Yeah.
So that's the perfect scripture. That's why he brought that out.
Yep.
Oh, all right, go ahead.
Where's the Sarah Connor song?
It says, every spirit
Sarah
that
Connor.
confesseth
This is about the Sarah
that
Connor song.
Yahushua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is of the Most High.
Yeah, so the Lord came in the flesh. He wasn't
It's upside
invisible.
down.
All right?
It's upside down.
That blind guy can see.
It says, and every spirit that confesseth not that HaMashiach Yahushua is come in the flesh is not of the Most High.
Yeah, so they're not of God. The Lord will destroy them. You know, that little cloak bitch might be a concubine or something. You know? I mean, before the kingdom, you know?
Yeah, nuclear destruction. It says, and this is that spirit of Antichrist, whereof ye have heard that it should come, and even now it is in the world.
Yeah, and so that those wicked Israelites, wicked heathens, they didn't have the spirit of God. No pictures out, no pictures. It's not a fucking zoo. Alright? Get this fuck on camera.
I did.
Get in his face. Videotape you, piece of shit. Alright, we're gonna put you on YouTube, alright? Alright? Get the signs up in his face. Everybody get the signs up in his face. Everybody shalak rayam this fucker, alright? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah shalak rayam. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah shalak rayam. Damn devil. Fucking faggot. You got 1 minute left. 1 minute left.
Close it.
Yeah. Alright, so we picked that guy. We fulfilled our office of prophets for the day. You know, and so all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah.
All praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Double honor to the great millstones.
Death to America!
Death to America!